Hello and welcome or welcome back to Cameron Tarot. Thank you for being here. I'm about to read the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, however you resonate with it. If you like that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comments about your situation and how you resonate with the reading. And anyway, let's get to it. Okay, Virgo, I have your Celtic cross. Let's see what's going on with you. Four of Summer. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. I have a message for you here. Along the way of manifesting, let's say you have a goal. You'd like to own a new house. You want a new job. Those kinds of things. You want to have $50,000 available to you. Along the way of that path, there's going to be small stepping stones. Be aware of them. Let's say along the way of owning a house, you meet somebody who has a bunch of houses. You know, maybe they'll sell you a house or something like that. Or maybe along the way of wanting $50,000 available to you, you are offered a small position or something. Or somebody even just gives you $50. Be like, oh, this must be along the way of whatever I'm manifesting. Take it as a good sign. Here it says you're discontent with life and you're failing to see magical opportunities. Just know that things are popping up in your life that you are manifesting, and they're good signs. Be aware of the good signs. Now, what's crossing you is the Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities, yeah. Be fearless. Maybe you're, this is a Virgo reading, maybe you're a bit of a perfectionist and you're afraid to do something that's not perfect, and that might be keeping you from going. Maybe more on the perfectionist thing, maybe some opportunity has come up and you just don't think it's quite a good fit. Take it for what it is now and just nurture it, and it will grow, or you'll meet somebody along the way that'll help you. This Ace of Spring, I'm just picking up on fearless, fearless, fearless. You need to be fearless. Now is the time to take action. If there's something, if you're stuck in this Four of Summer energy, see how much better you can see the cards now I move the camera. If you're stuck in this Four of Summer energy, take action. Let's say you're stuck. And also along the way of manifesting, we do get stuck. We reach the edge of our paradigm. And it feels like we can't go any more forward than we've gone. We feel like we're stuck, right? Be fearless. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and just do it. The crowning energy here. Eight of Autumn. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. I'm actually going to disagree with this card slightly in like a semantic way. Going back to school. I don't like that. You go forward to school, you don't go back to school. Going back to school implies like you're changing your mind about your life and you're quitting and you're going back. No, I don't like that. You go forward to school. Anyway, this crowning energy here is, in order to move forward and have this confidence, have the ability to look away from the fear, look past the fear and just not let it get to you, you have to be informed. You might have to do some sort of like a 5-day challenge or something like that. Listen to people speak who know about what you're doing. And if, like, I always use knitting as an example for no reason at all. Let's say you're trying to be a great knitter and there aren't any, like, you already know how to knit and that's not your problem. Your problem is getting yourself to do it. Instead of listening to professional knitters, listen to life coaches, and there are plenty of them on YouTube. Do that. But you might have to take some sort of a course to get you to the next level, be it in your field or be it like life advice or like occult literature or something like that. The base of the matter. Princess of Spring. Oh, also I just want to say something about the crowning energy in general. Crowning energy is what is most obvious about the energy around you to somebody who's intuitive. So if I were to look at you, I would say, do some research, you know? But you, with this base of the matter card, the base of the matter, the energy for that card might not be aware to you. It's where you're coming from. And this is the Princess of Spring. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizon. Let your creativity take flight. So maybe you've been feeling trapped. Maybe you've been feeling like you can't use your creativity, or your dreams are kind of being smothered. You're not having a chance to express yourself. So that's kind of where you're coming from, is a need to express yourself, your true self. Maybe the word optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic, those words are on this card. Maybe you're trying to find something you can do in life that gives you optimism, because the first card, the strongest card, is usually the first card. The Four of Summer is this, what did it say? Discontent. This discontent energy. So you might be trying to find this optimistic path for you to take instead of whatever you've been doing before. Part of living a new life is acting as if. So figure out what you'd like to be doing, and then be that person. Be that person who is doing what you're doing. Part of that is, a huge part of that is feeling how that person will feel. So feel how you will feel when you're doing whatever it is you'd like to be doing. And notice she's like on a swing and she's like very happy. That should be you. Part of it is you want to be doing this, being so very happy. The past energy is the Sun card. Plans that work out perfectly. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. So I think in the past you had some sort of a short victory. Now a short victory, what I will say about what I mean about that is you tried something and it worked and you saw some benefit from it. Like you put something out there and somebody gave you like $5 or something like that. That showed you it's possible, and something in the past, you realized something was possible. Or like if you're knitting or something like that, if you tried a new pattern and you actually made it, you actually made something that looked like that pattern, you were like, oh my gosh, and the horns started blowing, you were like, I can do this. In the past you realized, I can do this. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. Also, not only did you realize that you can do this, but somebody else realized you can do this as well. Commendations. Sometimes when we are trying to get forward but we can't get forward, something we can do is borrow the belief from others. So if you don't believe in yourself, maybe somebody does. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. And if you're stuck, borrow their belief. Remember that they believe in you, and surround yourself with that energy. In the future, Prince of Autumn. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. And, you know, I will say that it's kind of hard to tell those things from this picture, which is very dark. You wouldn't guess at first. Sorry, the window's open for Merlin, who is on the couch. So you can hear a truck. But anyway, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. But you would just not tell from looking at you. Definitely cautious but wise in the future. You don't want to slip up and end up back where you were here. Humorous and kindness. Those are going to be the two things that will keep you cautious but wise. Being humble and grounded and rooted, and remember to have fun. Don't be too serious in the future. But yeah, you'll have to be very careful if you slip up not to end up back where you were here in the future. Where you find yourself, Six of Summer. Children or childhood. The return of people or romances from your past. Remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Where you find yourself is the position of how you find yourself where you're meant to be going. And this is a very lighthearted approach, and learning things from a new perspective, as if you've just heard them for the first time and you're endlessly fascinated, for sure. This crowning energy, do more research before proceeding. You might have to look for something or someone who talks and makes you feel like a child learning for the first time. Also, you might have had some sort of a past experience that either didn't mean anything to you or meant the wrong thing to you that you'll have to relive in your mind. How I'm personally relating to this, and I try not to talk about how I personally relate to messages as I'm reading for somebody else, but lately what's been popping into my mind is elementary school. Now, it wasn't like necessarily a very special experience, and a lot of times, I will just never think about it, but it's kind of special that, children are kind of kept safe throughout the day, especially considering this long human history where a lot of times children didn't make it, but so you might have to revisit memories and just express gratitude. And also with self-healing, if you ever had a bad experience, go back and send love to that version of you who had a bad experience. And that's very helpful because it'll keep you from being stuck in the past, and also acknowledge you were there and now you're here. So imagine all of the different steps you had to take in order to shift your energy from how you were then to how you are now. Acknowledge yourself and be grateful that you've made those changes. How others view you. Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Wow. Okay, so others view you as kind of like a cautious trailblazer. That's how I'll put it. People view you as somebody who listens to their intuition and is kind of just on their own journey right now. Also, it doesn't look like you're ready to be communicating with people right now. If you do choose to communicate with people, like have friends and those kinds of things, first of all, you might be disappointed by them. Second of all, you might be very careful with who you're talking to. That's the impression, like, how others view you that I'm getting. It's like people don't want to distract you, or they know that they're not welcome to distract you. That's how others are viewing you. And also, you're not where you're going yet. You're still very much on the beginning of your journey. That's how others are viewing you. Also, you're very courageous. For sure. People might have a lot of respect for you. Your hopes and your fears. Queen of Winter. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, funny. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Okay, so your hopes are that you're going to be able to go about it alone and be successful. You hope that if you let go of people who no longer serve you and you choose to focus on your time and your career or whatever, you hope that that's going to lead you somewhere. Your fear is that you're going to cut off your old life. You're going to end up, hitting the ground and having nothing left. Yeah, that's a terrible fear. But I see it, Reading fears is something that I try not to focus on, but of course I can see it. And the final outcome is the Four of Winter. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation. The need for more sleep or a vacation. How I'm reading this is the final outcome is that you get some well-needed rest. And this is interesting. So you struggle a bit. You get yourself out of a situation that left you feeling like there was no joy in your life. And suddenly you make it, and once you have become the person that you are going to be, it makes you feel so comfortable that you could just take a nap and fall asleep and rest. And this is awesome. This is a very comfortable card. The Four of Winter is akin to the Four of Swords, which is a card of meditation and centering yourself. So the end result is that you will be very centered. The distractions in your life will be gone, and you will have this time to look inward and come up with ideas. There's a big energy of cutting off distractions here and coming up with ideas. there's also a big energy of learning. So cutting off distractions and surrounding yourself with positive, informative energy. And then centering yourself and meditating on it. For sure. I'm going to give you one more card. But what card do I give you? Romance Angels. These two decks have kind of become my my default decks. This Fairy Tarot and Romance Angels. What does Virgo need to know? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Who is it? Who is it, Virgo? Someone is deceiving you? Oh man, I'm gonna have to clarify this. Five of Cups. Who is it, Virgo? Five of Cups is things fall apart in your life, and it seems like you have lost a lot that you've worked for, but there's something left. There's one cup that's left standing. There's this is like an emotional trickery kind of thing. You might be walking away from a person like this. That's why I keep saying, who is it? I think you know who it is. I'm gonna do just a little bit more to clarify this. I think you became aware of a person or a situation that was deceiving you, kind of leading you on, and it was not emotionally fulfilling. And they were kind of like taking your energy and running away with it, and not, maybe giving you things in return or whatever. But there's definitely deception. And what I want to say about this, if it involves a career, because that energy is here as well, you can be paid a gazillion dollars for a career, and it can leave you with nothing except for money. But you can be completely unfulfilled even if you're being paid a lot. So yeah, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we're making all sorts of money, but at the end of the day, when it's gone, all you have is money, but you don't have anything that you care about. And also, sometimes when we're in those situations where we're making a lot of money but it doesn't make us feel good, we go and we work, and then we have no energy left at the end of the day, and we stop putting energy into things we care about. So that is definitely very relevant to here, where you're trying to shift away from whatever this deception energy was. And here we have the Ace of Cups. So you're beginning to focus on what you care about and have an emotional attachment to. And you're getting justice here. So as you begin to focus on what you care about, things shift in your favor and you get justice. And those are my messages. I believe in you if you need that. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I am available for personal readings, and you can find the information for the description, or you can find the information in the description box below about that. And anyway, thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.